I was a student of DAMS regular batch, so all my notes were basically from DAMS only, and I think they were very helpful. They had enough material to attempt most of the questions in any examination, and they were very crisp. I think they had less material, which was easy to retain also. So I think DAMS notes were very helpful, and those were the only notes that I read. Then regarding test and discussion, I had taken both DAMS TND along with DVT as well as Marrow TND. Marrow, the number of students attempting the test was great, so it gives you that competitive spirit that you need to do better the next time. And also the explanations are good, the pearls attached are good, they help you revise the subject in a very efficient way. And overall, I think Marrow was better in its test and discussion series than DAMS. However, I felt that the DVT, DAMS Visual Treat, was very helpful. It wasn't that helpful for INICET, I felt, but in NEET, I think I can say that around 70 to 80% questions were directly from DAMS DVT. So this is what I used. These are the only two platforms I use, so I think I can comment on these two only.
I have joined the DAMS offline classes. So, but after that, during my internship, I came to know that there are so many updates, that there are surgery updates, OBG updates. So after that I completely changed my surgery notes from DAMS to Marrow, because Ron Khandelwal sir is a very good teacher. And then OBG also I took Dipti Val's ma'am's notes from somewhere else. And similarly, for Optha also I saw some video I saw Marrow, and other rest pedia, secretary, FMT are all DAMS faculty are good, very good. And then radio Somerset's class is gold standard, and mostly all classes are from DAMS, but subjects like surgery, and I found it more better in Marrow.
First and second year, I had read standard textbooks like Harper, Robbins to build my concepts. With respect to PG preparation per se, I joined CAM 6 months foundation course in 6th semester and tried going to as many lectures as I could. Around 7th semester, I took Marrow subscription and tried watching as many videos as I could throughout 3rd and 4th year and made notes from them. I believed that if I have more information initially, I can cut down and selectively remember eventually. But if I start with lesser information, I'll have to remember it all. Also, I felt that PG entrance examinations had a lot of focus on information and data, even in slightly conceptual examinations like INICET. So I tried to amalgamate information from all the sources that I felt was important and created a single resource for myself, which acted as my base notes. During internship, I joined DAMS TND, but I could only solve 5 to 6 tests. But the explanation videos of those were very useful. In January 2022, I started my focused PG preparation. My notes were already ready. I took subscription of Marrow Plan B. My MCQs practice were not very good. I didn't solve many MCQs, which in hindsight was something I could have done better. My MCQ practice were only via the GTs, Marrow GTs that I gave weekly from February onwards. I also focused on solving the previous year questions and reading the related previous year topics, as many questions and most of the topics are very frequently repeated in these examinations.
The core of my preparation lies in DAMS. I joined DAMS 3-year regular course in the very 3rd year only. At that time I took down the notes, and in the final year, even before the professional exams, I used to revise those concise, conceptual and crispy notes. And in the internship and the post-internship, I respectively took test and discussion and DAMS visual treat, and I also appeared in the grand test and the question bank that DAMS used to provide us. Along with that, as an aid to my preparation, I took Marrow Plan B. I tried to solve as many question bank modules as possible, and more importantly, I used to take the Marrow Grand Test because the number of people who appeared in the Grand Test are huge, and it actually did reflect my ranks in both the exams. So that was how I tried to prepare, mostly using the DAMS and some part using the Marrow.
From the DAMS, I made the notes only. and nothing else, neither the classroom tests, neither the DAMS question bank, neither the DAMS T&D, nothing. But from the Marrow, I watched the topics which were not properly taught in the DAMS or which I felt it's less, and my question bank and grand tests I started giving them on my January preparation, from January preparation. Before that, I focused only on the prof exam, and the notes I made for the 19 subjects, I used them only for the preparation of the professional exams also.
Marrow was my major source of preparation, and it was the only source for grand tests and question banks. Lecture videos, I couldn't watch all the videos on Marrow, so towards the end of my preparation, I had to rely on rapid revision videos and high topic videos on the YouTube from Unacademy, Prepladder, and other different sources.
Coming to the source from which I prepare, to be honest, it's not a single source. Some subject I did from Marrow, some subject I did from DAMS. Like short subjects are really good at DAMS, so I thought of sticking to that only. And some basic subject I initially did it from Marrow, so I didn't change the source. Coming to the Q banks, mostly I did it from Marrow, and few from here and there from the Prepladder like micro and NAT, because I was less confident in those subjects. And coming to test series, I took DAMS T&D, and because after 4 months after my internship got over, like I literally had completed almost all the videos and the notes, so I thought of taking the T&D. I took INICET T&D from DAMS, and it was really helpful to boosting my confidence, because the questions are of the same zone, like topic, but the way of asking their question was different, so it gives a boost to attempt new type of questions. And coming to test series, I stick only to Marrow. I didn't even give any other T&D because the questions were too good and explanations were also excellent. The rank prediction was also true. Like there was a curve of improvement for me also. Like so, it was really helpful to give only Marrow grand test, and they cover almost every topic that needed to be asked in an exam.
Marrow videos I used to watch from 3rd year, but for this preparation, which started from January 15th, I used to do Marrow question bank, and the explanation below that I used to watch it and mark the very important topics that you'll understand by solving the questions, which all things that tend to repeat and all. So all those questions I have bookmarked, and then I revised that. I have already took DAMS, T&D and DVT also. That was also very helpful because it was very concise and it include very important points also. And definitely you have to give grand test for sure. I started giving grand test a little late. By almost for 2 months I gave grand test also, along with this doing questions and revision thing. So doing grand test is very important. At least once a week you can give. When you just 2 months before your examination, you can give grand test at least once a week. And very importantly, you have to go through the questions and explanations after you give the grand test.